Good evening, everybody, and thank you, Nityapragyaji, for that lovely introduction and for asking me today to speak about the late, respected Rishi Nityapragyaji, whose physical presence the world sadly lost last month on the 27th of December. Now, I could honestly speak for a while, but I will try to summarize to give an insight into Rishiji's life, his connection to the world's largest volunteer-based non-profit NGO of the world, the Art of Living Foundation, which has touched the lives of hundreds of millions of people across hundreds of countries and still growing, and especially focusing on how Rishiji was involved in progressing the aims and the ethos of the foundation. Before paying respect to Rishiji, I think he too would have wanted us to firstly acknowledge and pay respect to his guru, so the grace and the teachings of his guru, who is actually also my guru, Sri Ravi Shankar, who I will refer to as Guruji, and then we'll move back to Rishiji a little later on. So on a very personal note, when I first met both Guruji and Rishiji, I often questioned the role of a guru. And with having a science background myself and being a healthcare professional, I would always want to know the scientific logistics and the technicalities of a situation. And in this case, why does one need a guru in their life when ultimately there's a God? Now, I see myself as religious, I pray to God. So how would a role of a guru fit into my spiritual practice? And what relevance and relation does it have to Hinduism? It was by visiting ashrams in Baden-Baden in Germany and Taraska in Poland, where I further increased my spiritual awareness. And that is what I'd love to share with you here today. In fact, I came across a beautiful ancient proverb which states, Guru bina gati nahi, which translates into, there is no progress without a guru. Guru is not a person, guru is knowledge. Now, if we break down, what does guru actually mean? The guru, the first syllable of guru, the gu means darkness, and the ru means dispelling. So a guru comes into one's life to get rid of darkness and bring light into one's life and to allow our inner light to shine through. And if we delve just that little bit deeper, a spiritual guru is a specialist in the super subtle science of the human mind and soul. We all live in an advanced society where we think life's answers can be found online, but a guru provides the answers which you simply just can't Google. And it is our guru who has been and continues to be pivotal in progressing my family's spiritual journey. Now, whoever your guru may be, and this is talking in very general terms, a guru is able to impart the knowledge of our wonderful scriptures, such as the Bhagavad Gita's centuries-old knowledge, to make our life on this earth happy, stress-free, fulfilling, and allow us to move with a sense of contentment and feel that we can progress in our life, as well as being of service to others. And this all relates to the 3 S's of spiritual practice: sadhana, seva, and satsang. Ultimately, to rise above the dogma of everyday life and just the routine that we're all living through, Guruji has evolved millennia-old knowledge, yoga, meditation techniques, and made them practical and delivered them in such a way that can be conducted by all. So going back to Rishi Nityapragyaji, who we are dedicating today's pratana, who I'll refer to as Rishiji. I am aware that many of you knew him on a personal level and through the foundation itself. That's so lovely to hear. But for those who didn't know him, I'd like to just share a slight background of his history. So he was known for being the director of the foundation of programs, but by profession, which many people didn't know, he was actually previously a chemical engineer with a successful corporate career. The name Rishi means seer, explorer, and mentor. And this modern Rishiji was rightly described by his followers as a spiritual scientist. He wore many hats. He was a teacher, a spiritual guide, a research scientist, an author, and a singer. And for those who knew him or heard his talks or heard his singing performances were instantly attracted to his charismatic nature and childlike innocence, which was always bursting with immense energy to serve humanity as a whole. And what struck me most about Rishiji when I first met him was his laser-sharp awareness, which when combined with his scientific approach, helped him to explore the technicalities of the consciousness, especially under the guidance of Guruji, as he endeavored to bring quantum change to society and to change the lives of hundreds of millions of people worldwide. He ran a meticulous curriculum, and which was experienced by so many people around the world. And through this, he believes that one can find their true nature. And once an individual recognizes their infinite potential within, we can realize them. So basically that's once you recognize the magnitude of your potential within, life becomes a celebration. And he believes life should be celebrated. From students to corporate executives, from healthcare professionals, industrialists to prisoners, from lawyers and educationalists, there was a sense of wow after having conducted his studies, his programs, and having had personal experience, I can 100% vouch for this. My family and I have known Rishiji for the past decade, and it was in 2011 where we did our very first course with Rishiji, and that too was in Leicester, after which he graced us with his presence at our home in Leicester. My family and I, to this very date, remember those blessed moments that we shared with tears of joy and love. Rishiji was very, very fond of singing and often used music to impart knowledge and bring people from all over the world together to celebrate life. I have prepared a compilation of songs that Rishiji has sung, and they're my favorite songs, as he pays tribute to Guruji through these very well-known bhajans and film songs. And I really, really hope you enjoy listening to them. And as we pay homage and tribute to his life of service. So sit back, enjoy, turn the volume up, and the lyrics have been provided so you can sing along and for us to collectively receive love and blessings together. So I'm going to start to share the video now.
ये अंदर से इस गुरु कृपा के साथ कनेक्ट करके कुछ पाना है, या दुनिया में तो तुम्हें देकर ही पाना है। इन तीनों बड़े सुंदर भावों का सार मुझे लगता है इस गाने में। हीरे मोती मैं ना चाहूं, मैं तो चाहूं संगम तेरा, मैं तो तेरी सैया, तू है मेरा सैया, 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 तू जो छू ले प्यार से आराम से मर जाऊं, आजा चंदा बाहों में तुझ में ही गुम हो जाऊं, मैं तेरे नाम में खो जाऊं सैया, सैया, मुझको हंसना सिखाया, तुमने मुझको हंसना सिखाया। रोने कहोगे रो लेंगे अब, रोने कहोगे रो लेंगे। आंसू का हमारे गम न करो, ये बहते हैं तो बहने दो। मुझे तुमसे मोहब्बत हो गई है, मुझे पलकों की छाँव में रहने दो। एहसान तेरा होगा मुझ पर। ये जीवन है, इस जीवन का ये जीवन है, इस जीवन का यही है, यही है, यही है रंग रूप। थोड़े गम हैं, बहुत सी खुशियाँ, थोड़े गम हैं, बहुत सी खुशियाँ। यही है, यही है, यही है छाँव धूप, ये जीवन है। छूकर मेरे मन को किया तूने क्या इशारा, छूकर मेरे मन को किया तूने क्या इशारा। बदला ये मौसम, लगे प्यारा जग सारा। छूकर मेरे मन को किया तूने क्या इशारा। बदला ये मौसम, लगे प्यारा जग सारा। आजा तेरा चलिए, प्यार से मैं भर दूं, प्यार से मैं भर दूं खुशियाँ जहाँ भर की। तुझको नजर कर दूं, तुझको नजर कर दूं। तू ही मेरा जीवन, तू ही जीने का सहारा। छूकर मेरे मन को किया तूने क्या इशारा। कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई। रात कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई। सुबह को जब हूँ नींद से जागे, आँख उन्हीं से चार हुई। रात कली एक ख्वाब में आई और गले का हार हुई। चाहे कहो इसे मेरी मोहब्बत, चाहे हंसी में उड़ा दो। ये क्या हुआ मुझको खबर नहीं, हो सके तुम ही बता दो। जागती रात है या सितारों की बारात है। जगमगाती हुई जागती रात है या सितारों की बारात है। ओ माई मेरी क्यों फिक्र तुझे, आँख से दरिया बहता है। तू कहती थी तेरा चांद हूँ मैं और चांद हमेशा रहता है। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बनके मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा, तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू।
Thank you, everybody. And thank you for joining in early to listen to me and to hear all the songs and the bhajans. And I honestly hope you enjoyed it. So thank you and Jai Shri Krishna.